I've been saying for years that Trump supporters are dumb and gullible and loud and mean and easily manipulated and easily separated from their money. There is no better example of this than the Trump phones. $500 gold Trump cell phones, smartphones. They were going to be manufactured in the United States. You could put a deposit on one for $100. The disclaimer language attached to that deposit was, this does not guarantee that you'll get a phone. This is not an acceptance of an offer forming a contractual obligation on the Trumps. This deposit does not guarantee that the phones will even be manufactured at all, whether it be in the United States or in some other country. And this deposit is non-refundable.
Look, before we start this video, I got a quick question for y'all, man, because I am genuinely concerned, and I'm asking one group and one group only. I don't want to hear from nobody else right now. Black MAGA, how y'all doing these days? Huh? Because y'all been awfully quiet lately, and I would really like to understand y'all thoughts. Legitimate question. Leave a comment if you want. Let us know how it's going, because I ain't even asking this shit to be funny. Or maybe a little bit. But I'm really curious, because I try not to get too political on this channel, right? I really do. But every now and then something happens where I'm just sitting there like, we got to talk about this shit. And this phone situation, this T1 Trump phone, this might be one of the funniest, most predictable, most obvious, come on bruh moments I have ever seen. Because no lie, man, it really makes me wonder, for the MAGA enthusiasts out there, y'all not tired of getting lied to? Like, at some point, don't your neck start hurting from looking the other fucking way? Like, bruh, every time I try to understand the mind state of people who not only voted for Trump, but still defend every single thing he's attached to, I get lost, bruh. But then I remember everything this administration has done up until this point, right? And then I look at this phone, and I'm like, y'all can't be this naive. Ain't no way.
So after a 9-month delay, the frump and dump phones have finally been shipped and made it to their destination. As you can see, they look absolutely nothing like what was advertised. They're not made in America. The flag that's on the phone, it has 11 stripes instead of the 13 stripes to represent the 13 colonies.
The Trump phone was introduced back in June of 2025 by the Trump family brand machine. Yeah, you know the machine, the same machine that will slap the Trump name on anything, you know, steaks, sneakers, Bibles, now a phone, dog.
Whore.
Because nothing says America first like selling your supporters a gold Android phone with a political app already loaded on that bitch. The T1 phone had a price tag of $499, and people had to put down an initial deposit of $100.
Give us $100. We're not going to guarantee that the phones even get made. We're not going to guarantee that you get one. This deposit is non-refundable, and us accepting this deposit does not form a contract or a contractual obligation on our part. 600,000 Trump supporters put deposits on these phones.
600,000 people put deposits on their phone. Crazy. That is insane, which is already funny to me because you're basically paying a reservation fee for the privilege of maybe buying a Trump phone later. You big dummy. Can't make this shit up. That's not even a phone launch. You just entered a raffle. Originally, the phone was being promoted with all the patriotic seasoning you could ask for. It was American made, built in America, stars and stripes, the freedom shit, eagle noises and shit in the background when you turn the phone on. Okay, maybe that's not true, but that would be funny. You know how they do. I mean, the phone was supposed to have a 6.78-inch display.
Oh my God! Wow!
A 50 megapixel camera and an American flag on the back with 11 stripes.
What the hell?
And of course, Truth Social preloaded in that shit because ain't nothing said freedom like opening your brand new phone and having a propaganda app already sitting there like a fucking landlord. I mean, it would be crazy if you could get another phone with similar specs.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
So this is the phone that everyone thought they were going to receive when they made their deposits. But this is the phone that some people are starting to receive. Kind of identical, ain't it? Count me out.
Okay.
You big dummy.
would be crazy if this was basically just a regular Android with a costume on. Yeah.
They got the stars right. The stripes, however, that represent the 13 colonies, well, kind of missing a couple. T1. It's on Android.
Hold on. So they paid for an iPhone, but are gonna receive an Android? Corruption at its finest.
Now, one of the biggest issues with this phone was the made in the USA claim, right? Because that was the whole selling point. That's how they got the MAGA merch crew excited, because they weren't just buying a phone, right? They were buying patriotism. They thought every time they unlocked that motherfucking phone, a bald eagle was gonna fly out and salute the fucking flag, man. But then quietly, wording started disappearing. And all of a sudden, it wasn't made in America no more.
Company's selling point was that this somewhat gilded device would be made in America.
Trump Mobile, making phones in America. It's about time we bring products back to our great country. We plan to build phones in America.
Now they say it will be proudly American. The phone reportedly now predominantly made in China. But again, that's if it's made. So far, the company now says, don't assume if you buy one or part of one that it'll ever be produced. So we don't know if it's ever going to be made or where.
Now it's American designed. American values.
They took our jobs.
This is the corporate language that they use for, yeah, about that. We're gonna have to change some things around, you know what I'm saying? That's like when someone says, I helped cook dinner, but all they did was stand in the fucking kitchen and ask if the food was fucking ready. And you know what? This is the part that gets me, right? The same people who scream about China, globalism, cheap imports, and we need to bring manufacturing back to the US were ready to drop money on a phone that may not even be fully made here. Maybe they thought that there was actually going to be a phone made and assembled in the United States. Kind of like the phone you got in your pocket right now. Yeah, that one.
You big dummy.
So what happened to those standards? What happened to America first? Or does America first only mean the first in line to buy? Fast forward to now, right? In a very not so suspicious way, media outlets and creators are some of the first people getting these phones. Not the everyday supporters who put money down months ago. Not the regular people who believed in the hype. Media and creators. Now look, y'all, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be lying if I said that this didn't bring a little bit of joy, man. I'd be lying to y'all if I said it didn't, because this shit actually, it makes me smile. And not because I want regular people to get scammed. This phone is a mirror. If you put down a deposit on your Samsung Edge, my bad, I meant Trump phone. This is a great moment of reflection, right? Because look at your choices. Sit with them. You didn't buy a phone based on specs. You bought a phone based on loyalty. And that's the whole problem. This wasn't marketed like a serious tech product. This was marketed like a political identity badge. Something for you to show off. Like that fucking dumbass hat. This was the phone version of wearing that fucking red hat. And honestly, you got to give it up to these guys, man. They built an entire base of blind followers who will follow them into anything, no matter what it is. If Trump says this is the new thing, these motherfuckers line up. If Trump says this sneaker is special, they buy it. The only question they ask is, where do I send the deposit? And listen, before somebody gets mad, I didn't say it. He said it.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
He did everything he said he was going to do, and he did it.
What are some of those things that he said and then he did? Maybe just one thing. One thing he said and then he did.
He caught me off guard there. I just...
Yeah. Okay.
He loves the poorly educated. How many times does somebody have to tell you who they are before you believe them? How many times does somebody have to sell you something before you realize you are a customer? That's the part that people don't want to admit. MAGA is not just a political movement no more, dog. It's a customer base. It's a merch funnel. It's a lifestyle brand and a subscription plan. You are paying in a subscription. The hat, the shirt, the mug, the Bible, the crypto token, and now the phone. And the crazy thing is the phone itself, it ain't even the worst part. The worst part is the psychology behind it, because this is how the grift works. First, they create an enemy for you, which is China. Then the media, the deep state, big tech, elites, then they tell you we're the only ones that can protect you from that enemy. Then they sell you a product that supposedly represents the solution.
I love the poorly educated.
When you actually look at the product, it's usually connected to the same system they claim to be protecting you from. That's why this phone is so fucking funny and stupid at the same time. They spent years telling you big tech is spying on you, then turn around and sell you a spy phone.
It has the date and time, and on the left side, it has the T1 phone logo.
So every time you send somebody a picture and they see that T1, they know you're using a Trump phone. Count me out. I mean, the design is all the way from back in like 2010, but hey, who cares, right? A phone is a phone. Internet probably slow as hell. My bad. Count me out.
They spent years telling you don't trust the media. Then they gave review units to the media. They spent years saying buy American. Then the made in USA words start vanishing. They spent years saying protect your data. Then the Trump mobile phone website reportedly has a potential data exposure.
It's been widely reported that a security flaw has exposed the personal information of people who purchased the phone, and now none of them can reach the Trump mobile team.
We plan to build phones in America. All of our customer support is in America.
You can't make this shit up, man. This is satire writing its fucking self. And the supporters will still find a way to defend it. They're gonna be like, well, at least he's trying to do something. Trying what? Trying to get another $100 deposit out of your ass? Trying to sell you a phone that looks like it came out 10 years ago? Trying to turn your political loyalty into a mobile phone plan? Because that's what this shit really is. It's not just about the phone. It's about how easy it is to package identity and sell it back to people. And the crazy thing about these times is that if you question it, you're the enemy. If you point out the phone might not be what they claim, you're a hater. If you say, hey, why did the made in USA language change? You fake news. If you ask, where are the regular customers' phones? You part of the deep state. At some point, y'all got to stop letting every valid question turn into a conspiracy theory. Sometimes the obvious answer is just the answer, bruh. And this is why I keep saying, y'all not tired? It ain't just the phone. Trump campaigned like he was gonna bring truth and transparency. Then the Epstein file situation turned it into a whole mess. We gonna release everything. Then it was, actually, here's a revised version. And people still defend it. No more forever wars, they said. Drain the swamp, they said. Protect law enforcement, they've motherfucking said. Then the man comes into office and off the rip pardons January 6ers. Then we start hearing about a massive fund connected to people claiming they were victims of government weaponization. And some of those same people who used to scream back the blue are now quiet when people connected to January 6th are positioned like fucking victims. What are we doing? This is one of those moments where people who voted this man into office just gotta live with their decisions. We don't want to hear you say my bad. We don't want to hear you say I didn't know. We don't want to hear I made a mistake, because a lot of people told you. A lot of people pointed this out. A lot of people said, hey, this looks like a grift. And y'all called them haters. Y'all called them fake news. Y'all called them woke. So now, when the phone shows up late, looking different, with different wording, if it ever shows up at all, with questionable origins, because it's not coming from America, I can tell y'all that, with review units going out before regular customers can even confirm what's going on, you cannot be shocked.
Hey, Trump supporter here. This goes out to Don Jr. and Eric. Where the f is my phone? Oh! I ordered 4 gold Trump phones in the summer. Now we can't get any updates on them.
All of our customer support is in America.
You got to sit there with your gold phone and think about what led you here. Actually, it's yellow. It's not gold. And I know somebody in the comments gonna say, but Biden, nah, not today, man. We're not doing this shit today. This ain't about Biden. This is not about the Democrats. This ain't about whatever distraction y'all want to throw out there. This is about people being sold a political product and refusing to admit when it looks goofy. If you bought the Trump phone because you genuinely needed a phone, cool. But if you bought it because you thought this was some patriotic resistance device, you got played. Because real patriotism is not buying whatever product a politician's family licenses. Real patriotism is asking questions, holding people accountable, not letting someone wrap a business hustle in a flag and call that shit freedom. That's really the part that bothers me, man. These people don't have to try hard anymore. They know their base will buy it. They know their base will defend it. They know the base will make excuses. They know the base will move the goalposts for them whenever they want. This whole thing is a perfect example of what happens when loyalty replaces logic, right? When you're loyal to a person more than you're loyal to the truth, you become easy to sell to. These motherfuckers could sell you anything. And that's why this Trump phone story matters, right? Not because the phone itself is important. It's just another Android, an old ass design, but the reaction to it tells you everything. It tells you how easily patriotism can become a checkout button. So MAGA in general, everybody who put that deposit down, I got one fucking question for y'all. Was it worth it? Was the phone worth the embarrassment? Was the gold finish yellow, damn, I keep forgetting yellow, worth the wait? Because from what I'm seeing right now, it looks like less America first and more like customers last. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Did Trump Mobile overpromise? Is this just another political merchandise hustle? Or am I just hating on the greatest patriotic phone in American history? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Like the video. Don't forget to hype the video as well. Subscribe to the channel. And one more thing. If you ordered a Trump phone, please, I'm begging you, let us know if that thing actually showed up. Because at this point, I need to see the receipts, man. I need to see something.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
It's fun to do bad things.
Take off the short nail, take off the dope, take off the broken bag. Take all that designer bullshit off, and what do you